Eagles are now on the clock.
Chest, he told me to drive. I was scared, but she was beautiful, like a movie.
Saints went with Cole here. We're going to Adam for more.
I think he has the ability to be one of those impact players at tight end for this team. If you look at what he did in school and at the combine, you'd see a complete tight end that can line up with his hand on the ground or as a receiver and make plays from either position. He has the strength to block defenders in the NFL, but also the size and hands to be a complete mismatch for opposing defenses. Plugging him into the team's lineup can result in an instant boost in the run and pass game. He's got that kind of potential.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
She was dangerous and almost got away, but they found her. She was the choppers, they were swirling around for every couple of rounds.
Adam, tell us more about this Lane guy.
He was always a player who cared about academics, and that couldn't have been made any more clear when he decided to forego his senior season in order to take on more classes. His goal was to graduate before entering the NFL draft, and at the sacrifice of his final year of football eligibility, he was able to pull it off. The decision left some experts scratching their heads, but guys like Matt Miller saw it as a smart move to stay injury-free and remove the distraction of getting his diploma once he went pro. At least with the degree, he has a backup job now in case this whole football thing doesn't work out for him.
We were all out of road and I knew she could tell, cause she leaned across my lap and buckled my belt and kissed me on the cheek, said thanks for the help, hold on boy. Well, she yanked the wheel and I held my breath. We flipped so many times we should have been dead, and that's all I got, and I just woke up here and that's it. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and driving, third lane passing and flying, staring through the red lights, going through the stop sign. All I remember is sirens, blue lights flashing and smiling, one curve away from dying. All I remember is sirens.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
Those long legs standing on the side of the road.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now. He's got more to say about the Redskins' latest pick.
He was having a relatively quiet season this year, but we all know how one big showing can quickly turn things around. His late-game heroics and Hail Mary went down as one of the greatest moments of the entire season. Since then, he's continued to show a knack for stepping up his level of play in clutch situations and was able to pull off a string of impressive victories, each time increasing his draft stock. Some say you can only capture lightning in a bottle once, but I believe he can do it again. And apparently, his team does too.
Adam with the inside scoop on Nelson.
Many draft experts speculated that the rigors of his college career were catching up with him and that his struggles were a result of playing through several nagging injuries and not an issue of talent drop-off. After some time off, he impressed with his raw numbers at the Combine, giving more than one GM confidence that his series of struggles was nothing to worry about. He'll likely be given the opportunity to challenge for the starting spot, making him someone to keep a close eye on throughout training camp and the preseason.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The 49ers just picked up Carter. Adam, what do you have here?
A true comeback story in the making. After tearing the rotator cuff in his throwing shoulder earlier this year, that he was told by doctors his football career may be over. After 2 surgeries and months of grueling rehab, he was able to begin throwing again, a day that brought tears to his eyes. While the shoulder looks to be just as strong, if not stronger, than before the injury, there were some GMs concerned with just how much wear and tear he'd be able to put on the shoulder moving forward. Right now, I'm sure he's not worried about a lengthy NFL career. He just has to be overjoyed that a lifelong dream has come true.
The Eagles are now on the clock. Patrick is now the pick. Adam, what do you think about that?
The foundation of any good team starts up front, and here's a guy who's a franchise's dream come true. GMs I talked to pointed to several of his games in college where he took on some of the nation's best defensive linemen, going toe-to-toe with them for 60 minutes of brutal trench combat and dominating them. He's going to be able to protect the franchise quarterback in addition to opening up holes for the run game. With size, speed, and strength, he should have a very successful NFL career.
In the mouth of these MCs, but who am I to judge on what they love? I guess they enjoy being broken co-stars. And I'm soaking so hard from the sweat that I could take my clothes off. And the whole yard should sit back and shake the dough off.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
I got a vision like Teller, songs in an envelope like letters, green, money, loan, wolf packs in the cow's home. I'll keep making these albums. Yeah, you might have heard
The Houston Oilers are now on the clock.
I send a postcard when I leave, and think about you when I dream. And when I'm up under the high beams, I reflect that shining.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
The son of Diane, yeah, I done come a long way from Dixieland. Take my hand.
I'm talking low riders, 77 degrees, L dogs, nothing but them legs.